12-hour shift workers, welcome. If you are new to this kind of schedule or you're just struggling, let me give you some tips to make your life so much easier. My first tip is to break up your shift into 3 4-hour segments. Doing this stops you getting so overwhelmed at how long you actually have to be at work for, and serves as a really good reminder to have a drink of water, maybe a mouthful of food, and to even go to the bathroom. At this 4-hour mark, you can reset yourself and it gives you the energy and the stamina to attack the next 4 hours. My next tip is to not overcommit. If you work multiple 12-hour shifts in a row, there isn't a lot of time to do anything. When you subtract commute time, sleeping for the recommended 7 to 9 hours, eating and having a conversation with those that you live with, there isn't a lot of time for anything else. Between shifts, it's all about refilling your cup. We need to accept that we can't be everything to everyone. You are going to miss some social events. Your laundry might not get done. And even your poor plants might not get the water they need. But where possible, please try not to stress too much about this. That's what your days off are for. From a work perspective, your boss might ask you to do a 4th or 5th 12-hour shift. Now, be careful over committing to this as well, particularly if it's going to absolutely wipe you out for the next couple of days. Now I want you to think about comfort and your poor legs and feet. 12 hours is a long time to be standing or walking around one area, and we need to be comfortable. Think about everything from how tight your undies are to how restrictive your socks are around your ankles. Is your uniform too tight? Is it too loose? Is it itchy? Are you thinking about something that you're wearing that's distracting you from your job? Think about now your footwear. As a nurse, I wear Asics runners and I could not recommend them higher, but I know some workplaces have restrictions on what you can wear on your feet. Are they comfortable? Do you need orthotics? Are your shoes causing you to get any blisters or sores? Now's a really good time to make a change and to invest in high quality footwear. When working these long shifts, try to elevate your legs wherever you can. If you're sitting at a desk, can you balance your feet on the bin underneath the desk? Or is there a little footstool you could use? When you are on your break, can you elevate your legs? And when you get home, I love to stick my butt right against the wall and I push my feet and lean them against the wall. It seriously helps with pain, with the aches and also the swelling, and I just hang out there for about 5 minutes. In terms of products that help with comfort when working these really long shifts, the first thing is our roller. Dan is obsessed with this thing, but I prefer for my feet this simple blue little spiky ball that I just roll on top of my feet when we're watching some Netflix, and I think this really helps with pain. I recently bought a Thames machine, which is this little guy, which you stick these pads on your feet or on your back, wherever you're getting pain, and I think this really helps with relieving those aches after a long shift. I also wear compression socks. I've had to trial a couple. Some fell down, some were too hot, I found one that I love and I'll link in the description below this video. In terms of comfort when you're at work, if you're standing in one spot, are you standing on a rubber mat? If you're not, it might be a good time to have a chat with your manager and see if something could be organized for you to improve the safety and the comfort while you're at work. Did you like that tip? If you did, could you click that like button for me? I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. For this next one, I recommend exercising differently. Between shifts, I like to focus on more stretching and relaxation type exercises. So that might be a calm yoga or Pilates routine. Then on my days off, I like to up the ante a little bit and sweat and really work out. Swimming, jumping rope, going for a run, going to the gym, something a bit more hardcore. But on those days between shifts, I just wipe that stuff out because I don't have the time and I don't have the energy to do that sort of workout. So my advice here is to not stress about doing really intensive exercises between shifts. That stuff can wait for your day off. Now we need to talk about food. What we consume in a 12-hour shift can make or break our performance and how we feel. But we need to be organized so we don't have to rely on the cafeteria or the vending machine for our meals and snacks, because that can be very expensive. You have to bring a lot of food to work for a 12-hour shift. Breakfast, snacks, lunch, snacks, and depending on where you live, you might even need dinner as well. When do you have the time to prepare this? Ask yourself that. Are you effectively using your days off to go to the grocery store and then to prepare these meals? It's a very sad day when you get home from an exhausting 12-hour shift and there are minimal options for you in your fridge or pantry. Make sure you have the staples, healthy fruit and vegetables, peanut butter, some bread. Have these foods readily available to stop the temptation of getting takeout or the vending machine. 2 other quick tips here is to really think about your frozen food that you've pre-prepared and you're bringing to work. How many microwaves are there in your workplace? If you're defrosting something for 10 minutes, are your workmates actually going to hate you because there's not enough time for them to heat up their food? Also, when you have a break, consider eating outside where you can. 12 hours is a long time to be stuck inside an air-conditioned room, probably with minimal natural light. Where you can, step outside for a couple of minutes. It will do wonderful things for your headspace. While I'm talking about your headspace, think about your commute home and enjoying it in silence. I've got into this really nice habit of actually turning off all my music, podcasts, everything, and I just enjoy the silence when I'm driving home. It allows me to process the shift a little bit better, and it just gives my brain time just to be calm and to be still before I come home and I have to talk and be an active member of the family. If silence is a bit odd for you, consider just meditative music. There's lots of playlists on Spotify that can help you just get into a nice, calm space. I sip on some chamomile tea when I'm driving home as well, which also really helps. This next tip is arguably the most important, and that is, are you getting enough sleep? We should be getting 7 to 9 hours of shut-eye every night, even between 12-hour shifts. Are you getting that? If not, why? Are you too hot? Are you stressed about the 12 hours you've just worked? Are you nervous you're going to forget something in the morning? What's stopping you from enjoying the amount of sleep that you need? If you've been watching our channel for a while, you know Dan and I are huge fans of sleep aids, in particular blue light blocking glasses. If you've never seen these before, I'll link a video below which explains exactly what they are and why we wear them, even though they look a bit funny. We also did a video recently which compares a bunch of eye masks, such as this mask from Manta Sleep. If you are in the hunt for the perfect eye mask to block out the sun so you can actually get some sleep, we highly recommend you checking out this video next. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing to the channel, and we look forward to seeing you at the next shift.